Oh, I should plug in my mic. I thought it was ready. I wasn't. Oh, well. Well, hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm celebrating. We hit 600 subscribers and I'm legitimately so happy. So I want to take this time to thank all of you guys for subscribing and supporting my channel. I legit love doing this so much. I love getting to talk to you guys, read you guys' comments, and to make videos about stuff I like troll hunters and fandoms like Rex Ladybug and no, but thank you guys so much. Like, I enjoy doing this. So, yeah, it makes me so happy that other people like seeing what I have to see or say. I don't know. But, so thank you. That's all I just wanted to say. Hello there, Ginny Jam Plays. While we wait for questions or stuff to talk about, I decided I could go over some previous comments in my video. No, actually, I know what I'm going to do. I was going to do this for the anniversary of my channel, which, by the way, was July 31st, was the year anniversary of my channel. But I didn't end up doing it because it was also my birthday, so I kind of just wanted to chill. So we can do it now. I'm going to react to my very first video. I hate watching my old videos, even videos that I make the day of. I hate editing and rewatching it. I'm like, why do I look so awkward all the time? So yeah. It should be interesting. We might not even get through the first video. So I have my phone with me. Look how cute my phone case is. It's Disney Castle. Okay. Man, I make a lot of videos. I have a lot to scroll down through. Okay, so my first video is Tales of Arcadia Wizards Trailer Theory. It's at the very bottom right there. I'm very curious to see how much I got of these right. It's going to be interesting. You're not awkward. Well, thank you. I try. All right. I'm going to start it. Ooh, there's an ad. I'm not monetizing yet, though, unfortunately. But that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Another ad? 2 ads? Oh, my gosh. Nobody wants to sit through an ad. I just want to see. Okay.
In 7 days, Tales of Arcadia Wizards comes out. I'm a huge fan of the last 2 parts of the Tales of Arcadia series.
True.
Troll Hunters and Three Below.
Okay.
The character development in the story gives Troll Hunters the title of my favorite TV series. So if you haven't watched it yet, try to stop right away and go watch it right now.
It's so cringy.
You will not regret it.
It's so cringy. Oh my gosh.
Video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started.
Okay.
I don't know much about Wizards yet, but here's what we do know. It focuses on the character Deuce. Netflix's description of the show was Deuce as Merlin's apprentice. The first time we meet him is, in fact, in Troll Hunters, in episode Night Patrol.
Okay, honestly, though, I be dropping some good facts. I be dropping lots of good facts, honestly.
Proceed to join Battle of the Bands.
Okay.
Another thing we know from the trailer is from the description that conflict is brewing between the human troll and the magical worlds. That there will be a huge battle. Could that battle be Battle of the Killa-Headed Bridge?
Hold up, I was right. Let's go. Okay.
Morgana does appear in the trailer, but it covers up her left hand. Why does that matter? Well, in Troll Hunter, she tells Jim that Merlin uses her left hand to make his amulet. So if we can't see her left hand, we cannot decipher what era of time it will be.
Okay.
If the amulet will be made yet, or if she's still Merlin's apprentice.
Okay, though, but I be dropping all the good facts in this. No wonder people watch this video. I know my stuff. Okay.
Now, let's break the trailer down and get the knowledge we can. And the trailer shows Deuce receiving a message from Merlin, telling him the world as they know is at stake, and he needs to bring him the heroes of Arcadia. This would imply Jim, Claire, Toby, and now even Steve. When the group goes to Merlin in the next part of the trailer, we can see Steve, Deuce, Claire, and Toby, where Jim is nowhere to be seen in this picture. We see him later inside a green crystal. Now, I was very curious about this crystal and how we got there.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about it for a while, and I finally broke it down to 3 possibilities. First possibility. Jim could have been injured, and they concealed him inside to keep him alive.
Okay, hold up. I got 2 things right already. I seriously haven't watched this since it happened, so I knew a lot of stuff before it happened.
If they never made it to New Jersey, then Jim wouldn't have been able to heal from the battle against Morgana and got more.
Okay.
His wounds were so bad that he basically almost died. Next possibility.
That he basically almost died. That's what it sounded
At the
like.
end of the trailer, just receives the message from Merlin. This could be a message from the past or the present. We don't know yet. But for now, we're going to assume it's from the present.
Okay.
The last time we saw Merlin was when he left with Jim and the trolls to find the Heartstone in New Jersey. When Troll Market was destroyed, along with the Heartstone, Merlin says he had heard of a Heartstone in New Jersey. First off, where would Merlin have been to hear anything like that? He was assumed dead, but asleep for centuries.
Okay, actually, I have the answer for that now after Wizards came out. So I finished Troll Hunter Season 3 like last night because I was rewatching everything. It makes so much sense now. Because since Jim went back in time, he tells Callista about New Jersey. No, he tells her to skip New Jersey. He says California has a better Heartstone. But, like, that's how Merlin knows there was a Heartstone in New Jersey, is because Jim told him. Boom. Actually, no, he wasn't there. Well, I guess Jim could have told him, but still, it's a little bit confusing. I don't know. But yeah, okay, I'm going to stop watching that video because I was cringing myself out. But I did get a lot of stuff right. I'm kind of impressed with myself. Okay, so while we wait for questions or comments or whatever, I'm going to read some comments I had on my videos because I reply to all of them, but sometimes I'll just say like, oh yeah, I agree. I don't really go in depth on it. So let's see what we got here. I gotta pick a video. Hello, phone, don't freeze. Okay, I liked this comment. I have no idea how to say this name. It was SCP/173, the koi turn, I guess? I don't know. It's that one right there. Whoa, you can't even see it. Okay, but anyways, they say Merlin also exists, and he's a wizard, and he might still have his time map. And that is on the video of where I say Jim didn't go back in time, he reset time. And I really like that idea because now Jim knows about the time map. So I think he could use it to kind of help guide him on the choices he can make. Because the time map kind of warned about somebody's death before it happened in Wizards. So if something was lining up for that person to die, I think Jim would be able to stop it. Which I think would be pretty cool. Hello, everyone who's joining. Basically, we're just talking about Troll Hunters or fandoms. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and throw them in the comment, like thingamabobby, touch the chat. The chat, that's the word for it. But yeah. Also, I'm going to Comic-Con tomorrow. I'm so excited. But I haven't finished my staff yet. I'm like looking at it right now. It's like looking at me like you need to finish me before tomorrow. Because I'm dressed up as Claire tomorrow for the Comic-Con, and I still haven't finished all their cosplay yet, so awkward moment. But hi, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys some Troll Hunters questions. You guys are asking me questions, so I'm going to ask you guys some questions now. First, I'm going to take a simple. If in the new timeline someone would have to die, who would you want that person to be? If like one person had to die in the timeline, and it can't be a villain, okay? It has to be like one of the good like main characters. Who would have to die in the new timeline? What are your guys' thoughts? I think this would be my answer to that question. I think if someone would have to die, it would be, out of the heroes, maybe Jim could have died because he's the one that's kind of the glue and keeping everything together and not chaos and trying not to have destruction. If someone would have to die, I think it'd have to be like either Merlin or maybe Blinky. But oh yeah, see, this is a hard question. Yeah, I don't know. Eve says Vindel. Nothing against Vindel. No, yeah, nothing against Vindel, but I think his death was actually kind of good because it helped a lot with Blinky's character development. Like, now he became the leader of the trolls, and no, I agree with you, though. Maybe Vindel would be a good one. Shrek the Legend. Okay, I like your name. Says Merlin. Yeah, see, I think Merlin would have to die, too. But I don't know. Merlin seems kind of selfish to me. Is that just me? I don't think, like, he's always, like, looking out for his own best interest. And I don't think he'd be willing to sacrifice himself for the sake of others, in my personal opinion. But that's just because I hate Merlin. So. His death made Jim more mature-ish. No, I completely agree. I feel like when Vindel died, it really helped mature Jim a bit more. Because, I don't know, like, he kind of blamed himself for Vindel's death. That's basically what Queen Userna said. So I think he kind of, like, blamed himself. So, yeah, Vindel's death would be pretty impactful, too. And I think if Jim had to choose somebody, I think he would either choose Vindel maybe, because he knows what happens to Blinky. Like, that Blinky will get to lead the trolls, and I think that Blinky is a great troll leader, just because he does have a lot of knowledge, too. Like, he's smart pretty much about everything. He knows pretty much everything there is about trolls and the troll legends and stuff. So I feel like Blinky's, like, the go-to guy. Okay, so we got some answers on that one. Here's my other question for you guys, okay? Why do you think in, like, the Tales of Arcadia series, why does Three Below have to be there? Like, this is just my personal opinion. I'm starting to rewatch that one, too, because I'm watching all Tales of Arcadia series through before I watch the movie again, because I'm trying not to hate the movie. But with the Three Below, I just don't understand why it's there. I really don't get it. Okay, Jimmy James says, personally, I don't get why everyone hates Merlin so much. He is the reason everyone is alive in episode 1, and he is usually right, like in Wizards. He is epic, and he's not selfish. Oh, he's not that selfish. Okay, I'll agree. He's not that selfish, but he's pretty selfish. I mean, like, when Jim sacrifices himself in Wizards, Merlin's like, well, he's gone. Let's move on. Forget about Jim. Like, he wasn't even, like, willing to try to go save Jim, which is kind of rude considering in Troll Hunter Season 3, he tells Jim, I'm forever in your debt. But unless you sacrifice yourself to some wizards, then I'm just going to forget about you. But, no, I mean, I guess there's some ways it kind of works out. Three Below is about the Arcadians' backstory. I know it's about that, but, like, they don't even have a point in the show. And, like, the Tales of Arcadia, like, Rise of the Titans could have been completely fine without, like, Aja Krell and, like, the Arcadians. Like, nothing impactful happened. I mean, sure, there was the amulet, but, like, the amulet could have been, made by Duxie or Claire or something like that. Like, all these things could have happened differently without the aliens there. In my personal opinion, I just don't get why Three Below. Like, I like it. I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand it. One thing I know is sad, though, in Three Below episode 1, because that's the first one I watched just now, and, like, since it first came out, is when Krell's, like, it's their coronation, whatever, Krell fights his dad. But, like, he's supposed to, like, spar with his dad for, like, his coronation, you know? But they don't end up getting to spar with each other. Ever. And then his dad's like, you'll spar me like I spar my father sparred his grandfather. It's our tradition. But he never got to do that because he dies. It's so sad. So sad. Maybe to have more stuff going in on Arcadia. No, that makes sense. I mean, you know, trolls aren't enough. No, just kidding. But I think it's just supposed to, I don't know. I guess some stuff did happen. But, yeah, I mean, I would have preferred, like, another season or 2 of Troll Hunters than 3 Below, personally, just because I love Jim so much. But, okay, so here's my next question. Actually, you guys asked me this question a while back, but who do you think is the, like, hardest or best villain in Troll Hunters? Or, not Troll Hunters, in Tales of Arcadia. So, like, who is the most powerful villain in Tales of Arcadia? Like, the worst one to fight? What are you guys' thoughts? Jane Jam Play says, remember when Claire and Merlin are arguing and then Claire says, it's what Jim would do for us. And Merlin says, well, look where that got him. And personally, I agree with that just in my opinion. I mean, if Jim wasn't like so loyal and like trying to save his friends all the time, I'm sure a lot of stuff wouldn't have happened. Such as the Darklands, like, I mean, that wouldn't have happened, and I know that Merlin would not have encouraged Jim to go into the Darklands. So no, some of the stuff that Jim does, I mean, like, and Merlin tells him, well, I wouldn't have done that. I agree with Merlin in that way too. The most powerful is Belrock. I mean, probably. Oh, wait, where? No, yeah. I think Gummer was pretty bad because Anger, Strickler, and Morgana all managed to change. Hey, that's a good point. Morgana, Strickler, and Anger are all changed to, like, good. Morgana did, like, in the past, present-ish type kind of deal. But, like, Gunmar's the only person who had no conviction of what he was doing at all. I mean, and Belrock, too, but Belrock at least had a heart. When she was about to kill Jim, she was all like, hey, I'm about to win, so why don't you go spend time with your loved ones while you can, because I'm about to take over the world. No, I think, yeah, Gunmar is probably the worst. The Titans were powerful, too, though. The Titans were very powerful. But honestly, I feel like they could have been more powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you think about it, Jim didn't really have to fight the Titans, or they didn't really have to fight the Titans. They had to fight, like, Skrill, Belrock, and Nari. But no, yeah. Okay, what was your guys' favorite episode of Tales of Arcadia? My favorite episode, like, out of all of the Tales of Arcadia, would probably have to be... I like Recipe for Disaster a lot. Like, I love that one so much. Or I also like Young Atlas, the Keep It Crispy one, because I've seen that one so much. It's never old. So it's either Young Atlas, Recipe for Disaster, or A Hero with 1,000 Faces. I know I just named like 10. Well, it's actually technically 3, but those are probably like my top 3 favorites. So what are your guys' top 3 favorites? Glad I can make it. Oh, I'm glad you can make it too. We're just talking about troll hunters, so feel free to join in. Probably mine is I'm Dating a Sorceress. It was creepy, but also very funny. I love that one so much. That was such a good one. I loved it so much. When Claire was all like looking at Jim, and Jim's like, Toby, is Claire acting strange? And then Toby's all like, she's totally into you. It's called flirting, Jim. I just thought it was hilarious, but in reality, she was trying to kill Jim, so... my favorite would be the very first episode, or when Morgana takes control of Claire at her house. So the I'm Dating a Sorceress one. Pearl Bag Cop for me because it made me see Steve and Coach in a new light. Plus, it has Strickler and Jim mini battle. Okay, honestly though, that mini battle between Strickler and Jim is so cool looking with like the rain and the lightning and stuff. That's a good episode. I always forget about that episode. That's a really good episode. No, see, that's my favorite scene. No, that's a really good scene. I also liked getting to see Steve and the Coach kind of bond with each other because, like, they're cool, like, a little character duo. Okay, what is your guys's... Who's your least favorite character in the whole show? Like, a character you just cannot stand. I have a few of them, but, like, what's one character you just cannot stand in the show? Like, why are they there? I'm not going to say Merlin. Okay, he kind of grew on me on Wizards. I kind of like him now, just a little bit. But I would have to say my least favorite character is either Queen Usterna. She just bothers me so much. Like, she bothers me to the brink of, like, insanity. So either her or I don't like somebody else. I don't know. Her or King Arthur kind of bothered me too. Like, he really kind of bothered me. Like, why was he trying to kill all those trolls? Like, I really don't care. Like, you can't just go killing trolls. Like, he kind of bothered me too. The Queen of the Trolls. Yeah, Queen of Serena. See, yeah, nobody likes her. Like, nobody liked her. Honest, I don't have a least favorite person, but I wish we got more dynamic with Droll and his father at Wizards. You know, that is one complaint I have about Wizards, is Droll was there, but nobody acknowledged that Droll was there. Like, Jim didn't even say draw or, like, hug him or anything. I was like, well, maybe if Draw's there, but I'll at least get some, like, Draw, I'm so sorry I couldn't save you or something, or, like, it's good to see you. Like, we got nothing. We got nothing at all. He was just there. It was kind of disappointing, honestly. Queen Usurna, probably. I would love to just slap her. No, honestly, she is so bothersome. And, like, how all, like, troll market, like, act like she was, like, this high person, like, oh, we have to respect her. I'm like, she's not even your queen. She's, like, the queen of a different tribe of trolls. So can you just chill? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was, like, in the background. I know, Draw was so underrated in Wizards. And I feel like Draw is definitely, like, my top 5 favorite characters. I love Draw. But then, like, they ruined it. They, like, ruined his complete character. And what is really sad is, like, Draw is, like, this, pretty much, he's a huge part of the story in Season 1. And then in Season 2, he's a big part of it. And then halfway through, he gets mind controlled. He's mind controlled up till the end of Season 3, and then he dies. In the episode, he's freed from his mind control, he dies. Hey. Yeah. What a ripoff. I want a refund. I mean, I don't really have a least favorite character because by the time Season 3 came out, all the characters had changed. True. I'm changing devices. BRB. Okay, bye. BRB. Yeah, see, everyone wants to slap the Queen of Usurna. Okay, what other Tales of Arcadia questions can I ask? I got one. What is your favorite armor? Now, it could be Claire, Jim's, Toby's, but if you say Jim's, you have to be specific on which one. Is it the Daylight Daylight, like the Daylight armor, Eclipse armor, or the new one from Rise of the Titans? So what is your favorite armor out of the whole series? Even Morgana and Merlin's can count too. So what's your favorite armor out of the whole series? I think mine would be the Daylight one is just so classic, but I love the Eclipse armor. I think Eclipse is my favorite. I love it so much. The Eclipse is definitely my favorite. Eclipse or Morgana's? I love Morgana's golden armor. Jim's Eclipse armor is mine. Oh, Ginny Jam plays. The question was, what is your favorite armor out of the series? So out of, like, all the characters' armors, what's your favorite one? Like, top favorite armor. Okay, Felicia says Claire's. Okay, Claire's is so pretty. Especially in Troll Hunter Season 3 when it's, like, brand spanking new and it's all, like, shiny and glowy. It's so cute. I don't split between Eclipse or the new armor. The new armor is pretty cool. I wish we got to see it more. That's the only complaint I have about it. Like, it was barely on the screen. Mine is either probably Claire's or Morgana's. Both good ones. I really like Morgana's. Toby's armor in the episode in Season 1 when he fights Bueller at the bridge and museum. Oh, yeah, like his homemade armor. That's actually kind of cool. His pop figure is like that. I don't have it, unfortunately. So maybe they'll have it at Comic-Con, and then I can get it. Fingers crossed. I think that's what I'm most excited about Comic-Con is getting the merchandise from there. Anybody else have favorite armors they'd like to share? Okay. Well then, have you guys ever read, like, the Troll and Tour side books? Like, they're, like, part of the stories, but they're books, like, in between the seasons or whatnot. Have you guys read those? You guys know what I'm talking about? They're, like, the mini chapter books, but it's, like, in between, like, Season 1. There's one between Season 1 and 2. There's one before Season 1. And then there's one in between Season 2 and 3. Have you guys know one? No? I haven't seen them before in any store. I've seen them at a store, but I had them on my Play, like the Play books, or whatever it's called. I've read the first 2, but the others are unavailable. Aren't, I think. No, yeah. It's hard to find the places. But I really like those books. Like there's one where it's like Jim's like 2 weeks in the Darklands when he's there by himself, and that's really cool. I really like getting to see what he was doing. But yeah, that's a little off topic, but I thought to share that because, you know, it's very neat, very neat. I haven't yet, but I would like to read the original books as it was interesting when you made a video about it. Yeah, the first book, like the Troll Hunters book, Thank you, by the way. Thank you for watching that video and saying it's interesting. I appreciate that. No, but the first Troll Hunters book, it's pretty good. It's a little weird. Like, it's definitely not like Troll Hunters, besides like the characters' names and that they fight trolls. But it was interesting. I really like getting to read it. I would read it again. I've read it like 3 times now. So I listened to it twice though, and I read it once in my defense. What else can we talk about? Does anybody else have any questions they want to discuss? Aw. Jane Jam Play says, this is unrelated, but you look nice. That means so much to me. Thank you. I mean, I always look nice, but I appreciate the comment. No, but thank you so much. I wasn't even trying today. Well, actually, I did try. I went to a Bible study before this, so that's why I look so fancy. But thank you. Favorite 3 Below episode. Okay, my favorite 3 Below episode is going to probably be Deja Vu. That's one that Jim's in. Or the Lightning in a Bottle, because Jim's also in that one. Felicia says you do always look nice. Well, thank you, guys. No, but what are your guys' favorite 3 Below episodes? I feel like that's a very overlooked show. Even though I was just now talking how unrelated it is to like the Taylor Care series, it's still a good show. But no, I like Deja Vu because we got to see Jim in like a different perspective sort of a deal than like it's like his main show. Like it wasn't like all just showing Jim, which I kind of thought was neat. He's like a backup character. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. My favorite episode is the one when they help Jim. No, yeah, see, I like that one because you got to kind of see like a different perspective. I really liked it. Yeah. Does anybody else want to share their favorite episode? Mother's Day episode because Barbara and the Walt were so cute. I know it with the babies. That was so cute. But why weren't we explaining anything about that in like Rise of the Titans? I was so excited to get to see like the troll, like the what are they called? The changeling, like little baby familiars. What are they called? Yeah, familiars of like the babies. I want to see that, but we didn't get to see that, and that made me sad. Fun fact, since I saw Wizards before Troll Hunters, when I saw Dukes and Troll Hunters, I literally cried tears of joy. Really? Okay, see, I did the same thing, but when Jim showed up in 3 Below. Like, I almost turned off 3 Below. I got this close. I was like, it just doesn't fit. But then I saw the episode that had, like, the name of the Lightning in the Bottle, whatever it's called. And then I was like, okay, I can wait this long. And then Jim was in it, and I really liked that. When Jim went inside his bathroom with the jar to become a troll, as when you reach the ending, you can only hear his breathing than the ending theme. Yeah, no, that's true. I just noticed that too the other time. Each time I watch Troll Hunters, I've seen it like all the way through. Don't laugh, 10 times. This is my 10th time watching it like all the way through. And I seriously notice something different each time I watch it. Each time I watch it, I notice like something different. I'm like, oh, hey, look at that. Or I'm like, I didn't notice that before. The babies never came up in the Rise of the Titans. I know. I don't get it. Won't they be looking after Walt's familiar? So when the baby grows up, it would look just like Walt? That's a very good point. That's a really good point. And if then Barbara would be like, man, you look so much like your father. And the baby would be like, what? I don't look like him because he doesn't look like him. You know what I'm saying? Yes, 600 subscribers is the way to go. You deserve so much love and support. Oh, thank you. I mean, okay, there we go. Oh, I found an Easter egg. Oh my gosh, tell me this Easter egg. I need to know. I'm waiting. Okay, this like sun shining on me. I look so pale right now. In the Troll Hunters intro in season 1, it has Beulah, but in season 2 as Gumar. since it's dark. Does it? I seriously never noticed that. Hold up. Time to check these facts. Does it? Because I always thought they never changed, like, the theme. They never changed the theme. It's okay. Oh, loud. Okay. Oh. Okay, it's loading. I'm so curious to see that because they never changed the theme song, I feel like. I mean, we barely saw Zoe in Rise of the Titans. Was she in Rise of the Titans? I didn't even see her. Was she? I mean, granted, I wasn't really looking out for her, but I don't remember seeing her at all, actually, now that you say that. Okay, Troll Hunters, season 1. I mean, part 2, actually. Okay. I'm going to share. I'm watching it from my other screen. Wow. No, that is Gilmore. It's not Bular. It's Bular on season 1. Look at that. I didn't notice that. Man. I'm a noob. Okay, I didn't think she was. Yeah, she was in Rise of the Titans. Yeah, I don't remember that, but we didn't get Morgana for the final 2 episodes intro as that would have been cool. That would have been so cool. That would have been awesome. I feel like, let's just be honest, Troll Hunters has the lamest theme, like, intro ever. Like, I love the soundtrack, but, like, the theme itself, like, the cutscene, I guess, it's really boring. It's really boring. I've read the Troll Hunters theme tune so many times, I could probably sing it. Same. I mean, I can't sing. Same. I can't sing either. Have you guys ever listened to, like, the full Troll Hunters theme song? Like, the full thing? It's so dope. Like, that's, like, the end of the song, actually. Like, the Troll Hunters theme. I'm about to play it. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. I'm going to play it for you guys because I care about you guys and I want you guys to experience this. It's so good. Okay, but that pretty much sums it up. And then it's the last, like, little bit. No, but isn't it magical? It's so beautiful sounding. I didn't even know there was, like, a full version until, like, if you have Spotify, they have, like, the Troll Hunters, like, original soundtrack on there. And that changed my life. So, yeah. So now I listen to this on a daily basis. And it honestly is so beautiful sounding. It's honestly so great. And the full soundtrack is awesome. They did such a great job on that soundtrack. It's so great sounding. Okay, but yeah, I got a little excited. Recently, I started seeing like Tronters Edits and AMVs, and I saw one that was Tronters and Descendants. Ooh, I like that Descendants. Like Disney Descendants, is that the one you're talking about? That's a good show or movie. No, but anyways, so what anything else that you guys really wanted to talk about? See, yeah, I love the full soundtrack. Yeah, it's so beautiful sounding. It's really so beautiful. Okay. Have you seen Tronters Ticking? No, I have seen that. That is so good. Whoever made that is honestly my hero. It is so good. If you have not seen the Tronters Ticking Time meme, it is the best thing I've ever seen. It is so well drawn, and like the characters and like the scenes that they drew, it like works out so perfectly. So whoever made that is honestly my hero. They did such a great job. Well. This is an unrelated question, but do you like beans? Beans? Like jelly beans? I like jelly beans. Is that what that means? Yeah, like jelly beans or like beans. I like beans, I guess. Do you like beans? Both. Yeah, see, jelly beans are pretty tasty. Yeah, they're pretty tasty, all right. Actually, yeah, okay. Thanks. Okay. No, I like jelly beans. Yeah. What's your guys' favorite candy? Mine's not jelly beans. My favorite candy is Kit Kats. So good. That was a pretty random question, but you know, sometimes I like those random questions. They keep me going. Have you done any recent drawings? They are amazing. I've done a few. Do you want to see them? Not a shocking one, but I don't like candy that much. Pardon me? You don't like candy? That's kind of sad. We haven't had the right candy. What do you think about the Rise of the Titans ending? Okay, so to be honest, I used to hate that ending. I made a whole video about how much I hated it. But I actually kind of like it now. It's kind of growing on me just because, like, after watching this series again, I can actually see Jim willing to go back in time to save Toby. But then I kind of get mad at Toby because how many times have Jim, like, almost died or pretty much died? A lot. And Toby never reacts the way that Jim reacted when he thought he lost Toby. So I kind of got mad. But other than that, though, I don't, like, really like it, but it could be worse. The ending could be worse, so. Everyone's alive, and it kind of just restarted. But the cool thing is it restarted, but Jim still knows all his adventures and what happened. Granted, he's the only one that does know, but he knows everything that happened, and he knows all his adventures. Like, it could have been where, like, nobody remembers, and it could have just been, like, a complete, like, a loop. But fortunately, Jim gets to know, and I think that's what makes it interesting and a different, like, than other shows. Yes, please. Okay, I'm going to show you guys my drawings. I hate the ending. It would have made sense if they just left it with Toby dying and they just skip over it. But he had to go back in time. Listen, Jim goes big or he goes home. And he wasn't ready to go home. He was ready to go big and go back in time. When I watched the movie, I was shocked, but I liked it. Then I concluded that it is good and bad. However, what about the ending credit song, though? Okay, that ending credit song, though, is a bop. It's so good. It is so good. I haven't dared watch it again. I've only seen it like 3 times and cried every time. I haven't watched it since July, and I'm afraid to. I'm really afraid to because right now I'm content with the ending. I'm like, okay, I see what they were trying to do. Honestly, it's really it's a really cool ending when you think about it. Like, it picks up where it ends where it started. And now it starts with a character who has been there since episode 1. Like, if it was somebody like Krell or Dukesy who picked up the amulet, I don't know if I would have liked it that much because, like, Toby's been there since day one. He's always been by Jim's side. I mean, we all know that. He says it like 3 times in Rise of Titans. The second time he said, I'm always by your side, Jim. Bill always have been, always will be. That's when I knew he was going to die. I was like, well, what's going to happen to Toby? I knew something was going to happen to Toby when he said it the second time. I knew it. Okay, I'm going to grab my iPad real fast so I can show you the pictures. I seriously have to crawl on my bed. Okay, I got my iPad. They're all troll hunters too because I'm obsessed. No, but like, when did you know something was going to happen to Toby? Like, when did it hit for you guys? Does this ever happen to you? You watch a movie and the first time you cry and you watch it again and you don't cry and then you do cry and so on? Yes, that happens to me. Hello there, Kaylin. Okay. So, I mean, I'm still working on like those little drawings for like the, what's it called? The spinning bob? The wheel. But then I kind of got distracted and I wanted to kind of just draw for fun of troll hunters things stuff. That happens to me. I get easily distracted. Okay, this one's not, it's not that good. This one's not. But I'm going to show it to you guys anyways because I want to. I'm going to show yourself that way it doesn't interfere with the glare. Okay, so this is Jim and Claire dancing. You can't really tell, but I kind of thought it was kind of cute. This one, it's Jim and Claire hugging after season 1 Wizards. And then I have like one more, if I can find it. I tried to like organize my drawing iPad, but then I kind of like lost pieces. So it's a sad day. Oh, this one. I like this one. No, but those are the recent drawings I've done. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. When Jim was going to pull Excalibur and the camera zoomed in on Toby, I knew something was about to happen to him. That was also a little suspicious. Did Del Toro even help make the movie? I'm not sure. Like, after like watching them, like, did he even help produce it? Was he even there when it was being written and made? Like, I don't know. Oh, you're really good at art. Well, thank you so much. That means a lot. You're so good at drawing. How long did it take you to make those? That was actually pretty good. I like those drawings. Well, thank you. They're actually pretty good, guys. I'm pretty famous now. I think those drawings, they kind of took me like, I don't know. I usually like watching a movie when I draw them. So like however long that movie is, I'm usually done by the time they're over. So like an hour or two. Jim vs. Bellark was a pretty cool fight. That was a cool fight. I think the fight between Angra and Gunmore was like better, but it was still good. Hey guys, what's up? What did I miss? Basically we're just talking about Tales of Arcadia. So you post those drawings online, and where do I give them a like? I post them on my Princess of Fandom's Instagram. But once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I get like the community page on YouTube, and I also post them there. But I'm just waiting for the 1,000. 400 away now, though, so we're getting very close. Once I hit the 400, like 1,000 too, and I get the community page where I can post like pictures and stuff, I was thinking about making like a comic series of the troll hunters of what I like think what happens after the Rise of the Titans. So like what Jim does to help train Toby to become a troll hunter, how he gets with Claire again, and so forth. I mean, that'd be a lot of work, but like Miraculous Ladybug, there are so many like comics about it, but like nobody makes comics about troll hunters. So I'm like, I'll be the first. Here comes another brand. Why did they make Dukesy just a sad wizard? He is a master wizard, technically. He should be the most powerful out of the main characters, so I like don't understand. No, I can kind of agree with you. He is kind of a wimp in Rise of the Titans. Like, the only, like, powerful move he did was when he switched places with Nari. Like, come on. Give Dukesy some power, guys. I think because Toby was the side character and he was just in the background for all the episodes, It made the audience think he would be the side character again for the movie. Instead, he died. No, yeah, when Toby died, I didn't think he would die when he kept saying, "I've always been by your side." I thought something would happen to him. But, like, when he died, I was shocked. I was really shocked that they decided to kill Toby out of all the characters. Because, like, he was such a huge part in the movie, actually. But in the last, like, Three Below and Wizards, he was just, like, a side character and kind of, like, just the comedic joke. But then, like, he actually had an actual part. He was a hero, and then he died. So, yeah. The Order couldn't handle Dukesy at full power, LOL. Yeah, no, you're right. They really couldn't handle him. The Rise of Tiny's ending, the message is that if you want to be a hero, then you have to shoulder all the burdens. Yeah, that's kind of depressing, though. I don't know. Yeah, they should have kind of done something a little different. In Rise of Titans, Aja was mean. She was so mean. She was really mean. And honestly, I kept telling my sister, because we're talking about, like, what we wanted to see in Rise of Titans. I want to see Jim and Dukesy fighting over, like, who was in charge of, like, the group. But I saw Aja and, like, Jim kind of fighting over, like, who was in charge and the leader, which is kind of interesting. I agree with Jenny. They gave us a season where Dukesy was really strong Wizards, but only downgraded with minimum things to do. No, yeah. Like, at the end of Wizards, when they tried to trick the Arcane Order and, like, they almost get captured, Dukesy is so OP at that moment. But, he does nothing in Rise of Titans. Yeah, it would have been cool if Dukesy helped Jim with Beleric and Squirrel. Yeah, like, there was no reason at all that he should have been, like, that weak. Like, when Jim was fighting Beleric at the top of, like, the Titan, he was, like, on the ground all hurt. Like, okay, but you're supposed to be, like, this all-powerful person, so get up there and go help. Yeah, it would have been cool if Dukesy helped Jim. I already just read that. Depresso espresso. Rise of the Titans. That's the Rise of the Titans' new catchphrase. So many characters totally got sidelined. Yeah, like Nomura. Like, the only reason Nomura was in Rise of the Titans is so they could kill her. Yeah, that was so depressing. I wish they had Jim fight Squirrel because he never got to see them fight. We never got to see Squirrel and Jim fight. I mean, he was there when it happened or when the fights happened, but he never, like, one-on-one fought Squirrel. And I feel like that would have been a really cool scene to see. Good point. And Steve was done dirty. Don't get me started on Steve. Oh, my goodness. Also, I thought Rise of the Titans would focus on Jim's recovery from troll to human again, but instead it just put a whole lot of, like, a more burden on him. No, I completely agree. The burden on Jim and Rise of the Titans, like, everyone was, like, looking to him for answers. I'm like, he's just a kid. Okay? Like, he doesn't have all the answers. Did you cry when Merlin died in Wizards? Because, like, for me, I thought it was very sad. I said when he died, that's what you get. My bad. But no, I said that's what you get when he died. Because he was mean to Jim. I also laughed because Claire was acting like she was all sad, but I know deep inside she was all, like, revenge because he turned Jim into a troll. And I never will forgive him for that. Toby died a hero. Yes, he did. It literally all mentioned the fact that Jim was a troll once. Like, seriously? I know, like, this is, like, a huge part of Jim's life now, and only mentioned it once. And it was, like, in the most distinct way ever. Claire saw, like, you're only human, and Jim's like, now? And then looks into the camera like The Office. I'm like, okay, Jim, stop. Steve's kids technically died. I mean, technically they weren't ever born. Because Jim went back in time, or in my case, he reset time. Here's why I still believe the movie should have been longer. I think the movie shouldn't have been a movie. I think it should have been a series, mainly because when you have a series, you have a lot more length and a lot more options to do. But with a movie, it's like we have an end, like a beginning and end. It has to make it in this certain amount of time. But with a series, you have, like, a beginning and an end, but you can kind of, like, rabbit trail and go a little more places with each episode. And Merlin isn't that horrible. No, listen, he turned Jim into a troll. You can't just troll Jim. You can't. But, I mean, like, he's a good guy, I guess. And Troll Hunters was all about like destiny as a gift, and he accepted it. He was the Troll Hunter. But in Rise of the Titans, they made him weaker in that perspective. Yeah. I made my mom watch Rise of the Titans with me because I had to show her like why I was so sad. And she's like, "Is Jim always this weak?" And I said, "No. I don't know what they did to Jim, but he's not usually this weak." She's like, "He's just a weak." I'm like, "He's not usually this weak though. I don't know what they're doing." Also, the film totally left Archie and his dad in the crumbling cave. Like, can't they both breathe fire and shapeshift? Yeah, can't they both breathe fire and shapeshift? And, I mean, like, Troll Market, it had, like, 2 different exits. How come that one doesn't have 2 different exits? Like, I don't understand, like, some of the stuff that happened. Yes, the movie was totally rushed. Yeah, it was very rushed. Exactly. Now I was going to say, Prince of Fandoms, who was the best villain and who was the worst villain in Tales of Arcadia? Okay, so the best villain I'm going to say was Gunmar. And then the worst villain in the Tales of Arcadia series, like all the series, would be Merlin. No, just kidding. Merlin's not a villain. The worst villain, though, in my opinion, would probably be King Arthur, because I feel like he didn't really have a reason to do what he did. I mean, sure, like, Guinevere died or whatever, but, like, that was his own fault at the same time. But, like, his motives just didn't seem that strong. Like, he just was power hungry. I think making Jim a troll was supposed to become a powerful version than his human form, as he could have fought against Gelmar and Angarot. Yeah, exactly. The movie kind of felt like a weird fan fiction. No, I completely agree. I like, what's going on? I'm like, this isn't actually happening, is it? But it actually happened. Okay, facts. Yes, facts. Shapeshifting was not used to its full ability in Tales of Arcadia. It was not. Like, Archie should have done so much cooler stuff than he actually turned into. The whole evil and good thing is so weird in Wizards because you can hardly decide who is evil and who is good. I agree. I agree with that. He was the worst villain and he almost killed Jim. No, yeah. Agreed. Facts, facts. Also, if Jim was able to reset time then how hasn't anyone been able to get their hands on what they used before? Surely a villain has heard what Jim used. Yeah, like the Kairos, was it the Chronosphere? The Chronosphere, is that what we're talking about? There's too many morally gray characters in Wizards. No, yeah, I feel like in Wizards, you kind of just have to pick a side. Now, in my opinion, what I would like to see is I kind of wanted to see Jim choose Gunmar's side, and then Claire choose King Arthur's side, and I kind of would like to see them fight each other. That would have been pretty cool, in my opinion. Because technically, Jim is a troll. I mean, it's like everyone's treating me like a troll, so might as well be one. So then he joins Gunmar's side. I think that would have been really cool, in my opinion. I loved Gunmar, though, in Wizards. He was so cool. And Bular, I've always liked Bular. Hence at the pop figure right there. Technically, he did kill Jim, but Merlin saved him. See, Merlin isn't that bad. Okay. If Merlin saved Jim, I like him. But he also did turn Jim into a troll, which put him in that position in the first place, though. Uh-oh. Okay, I actually have to go after one more question. I have 1% on my laptop. It's about to die. I answer this one. Who is your favorite character? Jim. And then my second one would be Claire. My third one would be Drawl, Blinky, and then Toby. Okay. But anyways, I have to go because my thing's about to die, so I hope it doesn't die on me when I say goodbye. But thank you guys for joining this live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the 600 subscribers. I enjoyed talking about Tales of Arcadia with guys. Thank you so much for subscribing, though, and supporting my channel. It means everything to me. So keep it crispy. Stay tuned this weekend for some Comic-Con updates as I go through Comic-Con. But bye.